49, Chris Benjamin, and number 13, Dan Moriarty. But a Terrier first down, 1st and 10, and that's about, well, that's the way I feel right about now.
Here's one of the #1 running backs in the league. It's Thanksgiving Day, just scores a touchdown, and he gives us a nice yarn.
Yep. 1st and 10 for the West Springfield Terriers. We want to remind our viewers out there, if you are keeping count, Brownies on top 7-0 in the contest. Josh Blizzard, quarterback for the Terriers, hands off 44. Alan Barron stacked up by the Agawam Brownies. And 44, Frank, he's more or less a real bullish runner for the Terriers.
Well, he definitely loves to lower his head and just kind of, you know, take me on if you can, stop me if you want to. I'm going to run you over because I will. Right there you saw a prime example where it took 4 Brownies to bring them down.
And a pickup of 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for West Springfield. Yes, some instructions being shouted there. Pass incomplete and a hit there. Nice stick, 44 or 49 on the coverage. Chris Benjamin, Steve Mayforth on the pass attempt, incomplete. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Terriers, and the Brownies covering Steve Mayforth like a glove.
Well, that Agawam defense is looking good now. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're shutting West Springfield down right now, and they just can't seem to move football.
Not right now. The Agawam Brownie defense digging in. And a key play right here, upcoming 3rd and 5 for the Terriers. And Josh Blizzard with the ball rolls out to his right, looking to pass, and passes the ball incomplete. He was under heavy pressure by the Brownies, and the Terriers will have to give it away. 4th and 5, and the Brownies will get the ball back. So the defense doing the job for the Brownies. Getting set to punt the ball, number 81, Sam Hoffman for the Terriers, and the Brownies will get it back. Back deep, 13, Dan Moriarty for the Agawam Brownies. The snap and the kick. And a roller as Moriarty stays away from it. Looked like it touched him, but it did not. It bounced in front of him, and then it's down there by number 69, Mike Harper. So the Terriers pin Agawam deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 from the 14, as Moriarty once again getting some instructions to start their offensive series.
Well, if I was Coach Ficarelli about right now, I'd just tell that offense to go out and do their plays.
No doubt about it. Just follow your game plan, and that's what the Agawam Brownies are doing thus far, offensively and defensively. 1st and 10 from the 14. Dan Moriarty getting set to call the play, and this is last game as an Agawam Brownie. Moriarty, quick pass, and a nice pass to Bob Kunkel, catching West Springfield off guard, and Kunkel makes a nice move down the sidelines. What a beautiful pass. Bob Kunkel finally hit there by 88, Mike Balboni, and 21, Steve Mayforth. So a nice hookup, Bobby Kunkel on the reception from Dan Moriarty, and the Brownies 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line.
25-yard pass play complete to Kunkel.
Agawam Brownies on the march thus far, already leading this contest 7-0 on the Vodsekis touchdown. And looking to add more here as Moriarty looking over the Terrier defense, hands off once again to Vodsekis. Vodsekis across that right-hand side, finally taken down by 21, Steve Mayforth, and number 81 in there, Sam Hoffman. Pickup of about 8 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 from the 47.
2nd and 2 for the Brownies.
And the West Springfield Terriers finding out that just when you think you've got Vatsekis tied up, you don't. And he gives that extra effort and picks up another 5 or 6 yards on you. And that's what you got to be careful of. Steve Lanier in motion for the Brownies. Handoff. No, not a handoff. A fake handoff on a mix-up on the play, and a broken play, and Moriarty holds on to it. Hit there by 50, Eric Fenton, and I think a penalty being called also on this play as Moriarty comes to the sideline.
Number 74, Brian Frederick. Illegal motion against the Brownies.
Preliminary indications is illegal motion against the Agawam Brownies, so that'll put them back 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and down on the repeat from the 42.
Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Brownies. Down on their own 42.
And I've got to say, not many mistakes being made on the offense thus far. Very few penalties so far in this game. Moriarty looking over the Terrier defense once again. Pitch out to Jason Vatsekis across the right-hand side. Vatsekis knocked out of bounds. 44, the last one to touch him there, Alan Barron. And could be a problem over down there by the sideline. No, they've untangled the players. So that could be a first down. Referee spotting it there. First down, Agawam Brownies. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. A couple of players exchanging words down there on the sideline, and the heated rivalry goes on this morning.
Just season greetings.
First down. Yeah. And there was a penalty being called, and it was an unsportsmanlike call. I saw some activity down there on the sideline. I did not see the referee make the call with the flag, but there he was in your picture. Unsportsmanlike conduct, so the Brownies will have it 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Moriarty, quick pass, and just out of the reach of number 1, Bob Kunkel. Kunkel outstretched to his fullest and couldn't get it. 2nd and 10 from the 39. 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go. 7-0. The Agawam Brownies on top thus far.
That was a real nice little pump fake he did before he let go of that ball. Kind of drew everybody to one side.
Agawam looking to strike pay dirt against the Terriers. They are in Terrier territory. 2nd down and 10 on the incomplete pass to Bob Kunkel from Dan Moriarty from the 39. Handoff to Jason Vatsekis across the right-hand side off the guard tackle spot. Hit there by 21 Steve Mayforth and number 50 Eric Fenton. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Agawam Brownies now, and almost puts them into a passing situation. The clock running down, 4:47. 7-0 on the clock. 3rd and 10. Somebody wants to talk about it. Timeout Brownies with the score. The Agawam Brownies 7 and the Terriers. After the timeout, the Agawam Brownies wanted to talk it over. They're faced 3rd and 10. And knocking at the front door of the West Springfield Terriers, already leading 7-0. And how do you see this game shaping up thus far?
Well, I don't like what's been going on lately. They seem to have lost that steam right now. Agawam really had the ball rolling there for a while. They had the momentum in their favor. Seem to just slack off a little. This is a good football team. I hope they keep playing the way they've been playing. And I think we're going to see some more points on the board, Frank.
3rd and 10, Dan Moriarty bringing the offense up. The Terrier defense looking over and seeing what they're going to be playing. The offensive line getting set to fire out, and Moriarty back to pass, rolling to his right-hand side under a lot of pressure. And the pass, Brian Pellegrino down there on the sideline, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th and down, and I'm sure we'll see Brian Anderson. So the Agawam Brownies let it go by the wayside.
40-yard line.
So kind of a seesaw battle happening so far in this first half.
Number 10, Brian Anderson is on the field.
Agawam on top 7-0, getting the ball back, and then stalling on the 39-yard line, and Brian Anderson in for the Brownies to try and pin West Springfield. Now, if they can pin West Springfield deep in their own territory, and then hopefully with the foot that Anderson has, they'll be able to do that, and then the defense can come onto the field and hold the Terriers and get the ball back, and it's going to bounce there, and a big Agawam roll as it's down by the Brownies, and the Terriers will have it 1st and 10, but it'll be deep in their own territory, and that's exactly the kick that the coaching staff was looking for from Brian Anderson.
I think that's going to put that ball in good position in Agawam's favor, Frank. Like you say, if the defense can stay in there and hold the ball, we can keep this momentum working. Don't underestimate West Springfield.
No, they're not going to the Super Bowl for nothing, and I think once you start taking them lightly, even though they are missing Eric Nunez out of their backfield, they do have some other weapons that you have to watch out for, and mainly right there, 44 carrying the ball, Alan Barron. This kid is like a tank as he picks up enough for a 1st down, finally knocked down there by number 60, Chris DeMastri. So getting back to West Springfield, you've got Steve Mayforth that you've got to watch out for. You've got Randy Miller, number 14, and this kid 44, Alan Barron, who runs the ball like a little tank, and you've got to stop him with 2 or 3 Brownies.
But so far, the Agawam defense have hung tough in there, and the line is holding strong. We've got some number 77, Mr. Rossi over there, and they've been holding that line very, very well. There's a good example right there, no moves.
44 on the carry once again, Alan Barron stacked up by the Agawam Brownies. Pick up of about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 from the Terrier 25-yard line.
It'll be interesting to see which way West Springfield runs with this ball. Every time they've gone up the middle, they've been shut down. They go to the outside, they make the corner, they're making yardage.
Well, they've been sweeping on the right end. They seem to make yardage over there.
Oh, that you are right. Back to pass. Josh Blizzard airs it, a long ball, and almost picked off by Bob Kunkel. Trying to go to 14, Randy Miller, who's got good speed, but Bobby Kunkel quick in his own right over there to knock the ball away. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
What a big play that would have been if Agawam had got that ball.
Oh, no doubt, Dan. If Agawam would have gotten that ball, that would have been big for the Brownies because they would have had it in very good field position. 3rd down and 7 upcoming for the Terriers. Brownies looking to get the ball back, and I'm sure they'd like to have it one more time before this half breaks out. Back to pass is Blizzard and connects up with number 24. Lyman got stand up. Oh boy, did he get hit by 82, Matt Disco, and number 60, Chris DeMastri, and I think there's a penalty on the play.
Well, that play was read all the way by Agawam, Frank. They're playing smart football here. Let's see what the call was. I didn't catch that.
Well, it's a penalty offside against the Agawam Brownies, so that's going to make it a 1st down for the Terriers.
If it's a 1st down...
The official's looking over to the sideline. There's the head referee talking to one of the Terrier players, and they're looking to see if, in fact, that is a 1st down. And it is a 1st down. 1st and 10 from about the 31-yard line. So a penalty that will be declined by Westside on the offside by the Brownies. And the Terriers with the half starting to wind down, trying to get on the scoreboard before the teams head back in to the locker room. Josh Blizzard once again looks like he wants to pass, and then incomplete.
Nice play.
Nice play by number 89, Brian King, on the coverage as he's got his hand right in there and popped the ball loose. 2nd and 10 from the 31.
Brian King was on that play all the way, playing smart defense. I like what I'm seeing out there with Agawam today.
Well, the Brownies mixing things up, and the Terriers now on the line of scrimmage. Josh Blizzard looking to get the Terriers on the scoreboard. Hands off to 14, Randy Miller. And Miller makes a nice move as he got crunched there by number 1, Bob Kunkel. And that should be enough for a Terrier 1st down, 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line.
Terriers starting to mix those plays to the air, to the ground. They seem to be making good yardage, like Dan said earlier, up the middle.
2:45 on the clock. Brownies on top, 7-0. We'll bring it back here in just a moment. The West Springfield Terriers 1st and 10 from the 48. Randy Miller across the middle, hit there by number 12, Bob Magistri. Terriers looking to call another timeout and do with the score of Brownies 7, Terriers nothing in the field. Frank Andrus along with Frank Disco, Dan Shenefield, and Bob Newman. Hank, happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Brownies on top 7-0, and the Terriers looking to even things up as we are awaiting their offensive play. And I would have to say, Danny and Frank and whoever else is in the booth here today, that we're looking at a passing situation.
Oh, sure, they've got to do something. They've got to do it real quick.
Back to pass, Blizzard across the middle, and in and out of the hands of Steve Mayforth. Big coverage there by Bob Magistri. There's about 58 seconds to go in the first half. Brownies on top, 7-0. And the Terriers looking over to the sideline. They may want to call another timeout.
Well, you called that one right. They do need to go to the air, but I'll tell you what, I bet you they make a run up the middle here. Now, that's the only way they're making any yardage here at all in this game.
Well, they're looking for a timeout. Brownies on top, 7-0. After the timeout, happy Thanksgiving to all our viewers. Frank Andrus along with Frank Disco, Dan Shenefield, and Bob Newman. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Agawam on top, 7-0 in this contest. This is going to be a field goal attempt by the West Springfield Terriers to try to get in this board. The kick is up, and no! Wide right and short, and the Agawam Brownies will take over. They'll take the ball out to the 20, 1st and 10 for the Brownies. Curious to see what's going to happen, guys, what they're going to be running here with 58 seconds, well, a little bit less now on the clock. Agawam coming to the line, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, and I'm curious to see what type of play they'll take. I'd have to say, at this point, they'll take a knee. Well, it might be a little too early to take a knee. And Moriarty does take a knee, but there's still time on the clock, so they may have to do it one more time.
For sure, they're just looking to get out of the first half.
Right, because I'm pretty sure one more time, and then we can get out of this, and then we'll be into the half.
Let's shake everybody up. Throw the big bomb out here. I'd like to see that. That'd be a nice way to end the half.
Oh, boy, can you imagine that? Nobody would be expecting that. West Springfield wouldn't, and I'm sure all the 4,000 or 5,000 people that have gathered here wouldn't be expecting that either.
Snapping ball! Snapping! Get out of here!
That sure would make it real interesting.
Oh, it certainly would.
I want to see the bomb here.
Moriarty takes the knee, and that's going to get us out of the first half. The first half history, and the Agawam Brownies take a 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll be back with second half action after this. The Agawam Brownies taking the field in this, the Thanksgiving Day rivalry between the Brownies and the West Springfield Terriers. Brownies on top 7-0, and not really making many mistakes in the first half. If they did make any mistakes, they weren't that noticeable. It has not hurt them.
Well, Frank, they looked real good in the first half. I liked the way they moved the ball. Defense did their part. We mentioned before the big play by Bobby Magistri, which turned this whole game around. Agawam's leading 7-0 coming out here in the second half. I think we're going to see some good football. It's got a lot warmer. I know I'm warm, and the players are.
Okay, and let's listen to the referee to start out this second half.
White, you're kicking. What goal do you want to defend? They kick this way, in other words. All right, you get over there. Blue over here. Okay, Blue's receiving here. Okay, shake hands. Let's have a good half, gentlemen.
Well, there you hear it from the referee, and the teams going to their respective benches as we get set for second half action. Brownies still pumped up, and Frank, nice to see you back after that little trip. I don't know where you went, but
I was cold. I said, I'm leaving. There wasn't any heat up here. I wanted something to drink. You guys didn't want to get me anything to drink.
Well, that was I think Bobby's fault.
Thank you, Bob, for bringing me the hot chocolate. You're welcome, Frank.
I said, I'm going to go get something.
I think he went into control van myself. That's where he was.
I didn't see him down there, but you never know.
No, I was out walking around. I had to get warm.
Got to tell people, in case you haven't noticed, F&F has got a brand new van. Frank Disco has done a tremendous amount of work, so if you see it, we're really proud of it, by the way. Good job, Frank.
You can't miss it either. It's got that orange F&F on the side, so you certainly can't miss it.
Oh, sure, that's almost like a target.
Well,
Don't tell them that. No.
Somebody did throw eggs at us in Northampton.
So Brian Anderson set to kick off to start out this second half of action. Terriers will get the ball, and Anderson looking to put the boot to the pigskin to start us off.
It's cold. It still hasn't warmed up at all.
Oh, no, it hasn't. And covered down there by 72, Dan Hickey. Hickey decided against running it out, of course, at 6'5" and 280 some odd pounds. I don't know if he'd want to run it anyway. But the Terriers will have it 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line.
It would be definitely an interesting run back to see who, in fact, would step in front of him and try and tackle him.
I don't know if many would.
Matt Disco would.
Yeah?
No, I think he may have a little bit more smarts than that. I don't know, though.
Ball handed out to 14, Randy Miller. Hit there by 77, big Jason Rossi. Pickup of about 3. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 from the 28-yard line.
And if you notice, what was the first play they ran here? Right up the middle.
Trying to go against that Agawam Brownie middle. A lot of clubs have tried to do that all year round, decided against it, and decided to go to the outside. They haven't had much success against Agawam up the middle. 24 on the handoff. Sean Lyman on a nice run, then stacked up by 89, Brian King, and number 1, Bob Kunkel, but it'll be a West Springfield first down. 1st and 10, referee will spot the ball at about the 37-yard line.
It's difficult to go up against Agawam's front 4. You're basically beating your head against a brick wall if you try it. And like what you said, Bob, is that West Side has tried it a couple times and they're not getting any yardage. That last play they took to the outside and was able to pick up the first down.
44 on the carry, Alan Barron. Hit there by number 60, Chris Demastri. Pickup of about 5. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 from the 41-yard line. So the Terriers now moving the ball against the Agawam Brownies, faced 3rd down and 7 from the 39-yard line after the pickup by 14, Randy Miller. So the Terriers faced with a pass. Josh Blizzard now hands off to Randy Miller. Miller turns around and then just gets nailed by the Agawam Brownies. Oh, some big playmaking there for the Brownies.
I don't believe the amount of Brownies that got in on that play, Frank. There was probably 6, maybe 7 white shirts. That means nobody in the backfield. Nobody.
No, not at all. Agawam doing the job. So here come the Terriers once again trying to make things happen. The Agawam Brownie defense right now certainly having their way. Josh Blizzard once again trying to make things happen. He's in a passing situation, and here comes 60. Chris Demastri, a big sack by 60. Chris Demastri, a big 15-yard loss. And boy, I'll tell you, somebody missing a blocking assignment on that one.
Looks like they had a pulling guard and no one to pull the trap. They let Demastri right smack dab in, and his back as the quarterback was trying to do his backpedaling, he just ran out of backpedaling.
I'll tell you, a big loss on the play, heads-up play by Chris Demastri. So the Terriers in punting formation. 81, Sam Hoffman will punt it away, and then blocked there. The Agawam Brownies blocked it. 49, Chris Benjamin on a 4th and 22. Got in there somehow and blocked it, and the Agawam Brownies will have great field position. 1st and 10. Boy, Agawam couldn't ask for anything better to happen, and the defense doing the job. There you see 89, Brian King, a senior. He'll be lost to the Agawam Brownies. This also his last year, and the Agawam Brownies will be in good field position.
Well, everything's going for the Brownies right now, Frank. It almost appears as if they really can't do anything wrong. If they are doing anything wrong, can't see it.
Well, certainly not. Go ahead, Bob.
Playing a real excellent defensive football game today. They're just shutting West Springfield off, plain and simple.
13 Moriarty with the handoff to 44 Vatsekis, stopped there, and then gets his footing, and touchdown Jason Vatsekis! Boy, he ran up the middle. The Terriers had a chance to stop him, couldn't do it because of that big leg power, and the Brownies get their second touchdown.
Impressive, very, very impressive, Frank. I think Jason had his eyes set on a goal, and there wasn't anybody who's going to deny him the opportunity of putting that ball across.
Boy, a big touchdown by the Agawam Brownies, and credit that with the big block by number 49, Chris Benjamin. So actually, the defense getting the job done for the Agawam Brownies. You had the big fumble recovery by 49, Chris Benjamin, and now the block by 49, Chris Benjamin led to 2 touchdowns.
See, that's showing a real intelligent team here. They've taken advantage of 2 mistakes by West Springfield. There was 2 big plays generated by Agawam, and the offense came back, took advantage of that. We have a touchdown both times, and we have a score of 14-0.
7:04 to go in the third quarter. There you see it, Brownies on top, 14-0. We want to remind you, you're watching Agawam Sports Week. Frank Andrus, Dan Shenefield, Frank Disco, and Bob Newman as 89 Brian King on the sideline. And this place has erupted as the Agawam Brownies stunning the Super Bowl-bound West Springfield Terriers. The Anderson kick, of course, was good, and he'll get set to come out onto the field and start things all over again. And the defense, the key in today's game.
Oh, they're doing phenomenal out there, Frank. They're holding their blocks. They're making their blocks. They're getting themselves loose. They're penetrating where they're supposed to. They're reading the play. They basically, like I said, can't do anything wrong.
They're playing pretty much error-free ball here this morning on a cold and frozen Harmon Smith Field.
Yeah, let's move this along to the afternoon. Maybe it will warm up.
Anderson with the kick, getting set back there, bounces off the chest and into the hands of 21 Steve Mayforth, trying to follow the wedge up the middle, and the special teams of the Brownies just converged on number 21 Steve Mayforth as he brings it out to about the 30-yard line, and the Terriers will start out 1st and 10.
Defense is taking the field right now for Agawam. They walk out there heads real high, say, come on guys, run it at me, I dare you.
Well, with a 14-0 lead, it's very important. The defense, of course, on a high, and they're doing the job today. Jason Rossi trying to get to the outside and handle number 14, Randy Miller, just couldn't catch him, but then he got stacked up by 82, Matt Disco, and number 60, Chris Demastri, and there is some laundry out on the field at the point of that tackle.
It's going to be a tough call to see which way they're going to want to play this thing. I think they may be calling an inadvertent face mask, Frank, which, in fact, there it is. First down. I didn't see what the yardage step-off was. It didn't look like very much. So it was one of those that you got 2 going for the sidelines and the hands just get up there. I don't think you're going after a neck twist, but they got caught.
Oh, they got him. 1st and 10 from the 45 now after the penalty. Blizzard across the middle and throws into double coverage. Pass is incomplete, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 45-yard line.
That play was broadcasted all the way. Seen that all the way, that play.
I think the defense
It's a road map.
I think Agawam has definitely did a fine job intimidating Westside here. They really don't know what to do with the ball right now.
2nd down and 10 after the Josh Blizzard incomplete pass. Handoff to 24 Mayforth. Across the right-hand side, he's got some running room. Boy, he just got crushed by number 1, Bob Kunkel. Sean Lyman crushed by Bob Kunkel, but he picked up the 1st down, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Westside right now is starting to gain some type of momentum. They're being able to move the ball up the side. They can't do anything up the middle. Their passing game doesn't appear to be working either. They've been able to get to the outside on both sides. Now the only thing Agawam has to do now is basically contain and then, sure, give them the line of scrimmage, but that's that.
Well, they've got number 44, of course, just handling the ball right there. Alan Barron stacked up by the Brownies. He's a bull-type runner, and they've tried to send him a few times up the line with not much success, but he is a power-type runner. It's going to bring up second down for the Terriers as the Agawam Brownies on the sideline, and your pitcher here bouncing up and down trying to stay warm, as well as everybody else on this